This isn't my normal vlogging spot, but I thought this was a great vlogging spot because it's in the middle of absolutely nowhere. I'm hopefully not going to get disturbed, and I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to sit down and talk and tell you how I've been feeling and come clean with how I've been the last, little while. That is very annoying. That is coming from the church, and the ghosts are trying to tell me something. It's National Mental Health Awareness Month this month. It is May, and I just thought, like, what better way than to kind of try and give you some suggestions of things you can do to take your mind away from your demons than to say it in Mental Health Awareness Month. And I also thought I would let you know about how I am doing as well, because I know a lot of you have been concerned on Instagram, which I really appreciate your worries and your concerns, and it does mean a lot because it does show that I actually have people who care about me. I want to just kind of briefly go through that. Basically, at the start of the year, I broke up with my long-term partner. It had to happen, it did, because things were just going down in a downward spiral. Things hadn't been great for a while, and I wish him all the best. I hope he ends up having a great life. I don't have no hard feelings against him. He's a great guy. But obviously, since that, it has been lonely not having someone to do things with. I love going on my holidays. You guys know me. I love going away. I love just exploring, going on days out, and I don't really want to be like doing that on my own. I'm not really a solo person. I like to have company. I've got my friends, and they do try and come out with me where possible, and I can't thank my friends enough for being there for me during this time. But obviously they also have their own lives, and quite often they are busy, and so I am left on my own. And this isn't me like wanting sympathy or anything of that nature, but it is a bit crap because I don't have that person who's always there. My friends, bless them, it's not their fault I'm in this situation. They have their own lives too. They've got their own partners. If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now. If I'm completely honest, I would probably be somewhere else. So I do appreciate them all, and they know exactly who they are. Since being single, I kind of went on the dating apps, which was probably not the best idea, because when you get emotionally attached to people you really like me, it's pretty hard to snap out of that emotional attachment when you like someone a lot. I'm not going to speak too much about this because I have way too much respect for the person, but I basically found a connection quite soon after I was single with someone who I thought was potentially going to go somewhere, and I fell head over heels pretty quickly, let's just say. I kind of, to put it in the nicest way possible, kind of got rejected in the end. It's kind of a case of meeting the right person, but kind of a not so good time. It's fair to say I got a bit hurt in the process by the way I kind of made to feel / felt. I felt hurt. Yeah, it's kind of a reminder to me that I need to be careful of my own feelings, because not everyone feels the same way as I do. And it sucks. It just kind of makes you feel like, what's wrong with me? You've got someone really, like, I'm not saying I'm, I don't know, Beyonce, but you've got someone decent here who likes you for you. Like, what's so wrong about me? Do you know what I mean? But look, we're friends. Whatever happens, but yeah, we're friends. Moving forward, away from that topic, this is just a polite warning. If you get emotionally attached like me, please be careful. Don't go all in. No matter how much the other person might be going all in, just make sure you have your guard up slightly. But that aside, I know being single is better than where I was, so I am happy to be single, and I just hope I get my happy ever after at some point. I think I felt most down about not having company in general. I think that's what I've struggled with the most, just not having someone at all, or not having someone. I feel like even my food blog has this is such a third world problem, but I feel like even my food blog has suffered because I've not had someone to go with. And I know that sounds ridiculous. There's people in much worse situations than me. There's people who have lost their loved ones. There are people fighting wars abroad. There are people who have terminally ill family members, and I'm whomping over being single. But everyone has their own emotions to deal with. Everyone has their own anxieties and fears. It doesn't mean you're any less valid. It just means other people might have worse problems than you. That's, I guess, what I'm kind of trying to say. I'm going to go on to the things that you can do to try and make yourself feel slightly better. So number one is to do something. Get out. do what I'm doing now, get out and about. I like going for walks at the moment, just like solo walks, and taking little photo shoots of myself for Instagram. Don't ask why, I kind of gained this sudden boost of like Instagram confidence. It just makes me feel a tiny bit better. Just taking photos in like some nice outfits and like clothing that I've bought. So I come to like obscure, very quiet locations because obviously I don't really want people seeing me. Although it did happen at the last location where I took photos, that was a bit awkward. Hence why I'm constantly looking around me just in case, because people do walk their dogs down here, but it's quite off the beaten track, so I'm hoping no one sees me. But just make sure you're out and about doing things. So yeah, I like to do things like this, walk out and about, find somewhere new, or go to somewhere I used to like visiting. This is somewhere I've been before. This is a beautiful folly that is behind me, and I've come here because it's quiet, it's nice, I can take some nice photos. So just get yourself distracted, get yourself off social media, because social media never helps in this situation. It just makes you feel worse. Or if you're like me and you're waiting for messages from people, just get away from it all, come here. Number 2, listen to music. I have found listening to music has been a godsend. Now, it might not be great for some people like find lyrics that are too relatable a little bit too much. I find lyrics that are relatable so, I don't know, just kind of so humbling. I feel like James Blunt, Kelly Clarkson, Ellie Goulding, old school Pixie Lott, Nina Nesbitt, who else? Even some of the Vamps songs as well. I find them all just so relatable. The lyrics, I can give you a whole list of songs if you're going through either like a breakup, or you're in a situationship, or you're missing someone, or you want someone to love you. Then just look at my list that I have created on the sort of bio of this video. Number 3 is kind of briefly what I was speaking about earlier. Surround yourself with great people. Now, I have found that, okay, although it's been difficult trying to meet my friends because they've got such busy lives, they've always been at the end of a message for me. They've always been at the end of a phone call for me. So surround yourself with good people. Make sure you've got a good selection of people. And if you haven't got many friends, you've got family. And if you haven't got much family, there's always people. There's a good app out there actually. It's called Bumble for Friends. That is where I met one of my bestest friends. No lie. Shout out Savannah. That app is amazing because you can find friends on there. It's basically like a dating app but for friends. You can find friends on there who have similar hobbies and interests, and it's just great. Like, it really is good. Number 4, easier said than done, but definitely stay positive as much as possible. It's not to say have your rose tinted glasses on, but if you are feeling negative about something that you wanted to be a different outcome, always hold that glimmer of hope that you never know. You never know, because life is full of twists and turns. You never know what is around that corner. But at the same time, basically, if you're in my situation, don't make yourself look like a mug, okay? Because I do that. So don't be like me. Stay positive, but take the rose tinted glasses off. That's what I'm trying to say. Number 5, read a good book. I have not been into reading in so long, but just recently I've read like 3 self-help books, and although I wouldn't say they've necessarily done a lot for me, they helped in that moment to distract me from my feelings. So I read one by Anne-Marie, which was called You Deserve Better. I read one called Me versus Brain whilst I was in the Lake District actually, and it was very comical. It was okay, didn't really help, but it distracted me, right? And then the one I'm reading at the moment is really good. It's scarily accurate. It's called, I think it's called Emotional Attachment, or Emotionally Attached, I think it's called. I'll pop it here, just in case I'm completely wrong. And this book, oh my god, this is if you're in the same situation as me, because you might not be like in the same situation as I am. But if you are, this really helps, and this really struck a chord with me because everything it was saying was so scarily me. I'm still reading it now. It's getting a little bit deep now. It's all about inner this and inner that, and I'm a bit like, okay, this is going over my head. But it's still really just a good read. So make sure you, check that out. If you get a bit emotionally attached to guys that you really like me, then hit it up. Go for it. You will not regret your life decisions. And I've never been a reader, but I found at the moment while I'm going through a mentally bad patch, it's really, really good. I think the most important thing is you just need to like reach out. If you're feeling really low, don't act all macho, don't keep it bottled up. Make sure you're telling someone, make sure you're open and honest with the way you feel, because I mean, I'm very honest. Sometimes I'm too honest, and sometimes that is my downfall. But you are better being honest than not at all. My friend described it in the best way recently. I feel like I'm in neutral. Like, at the minute, I'm not really looking forward to life anymore. I'm just kind of surviving. I take each day as it comes, and I just want to go sleep all the time because I have nothing better to do. Hence why I try and get myself out of the house, because otherwise I'd just be sleeping. That's the way it is. Technically there's only like 1 or 2 people at the moment who could really change the way I feel, but at the same time it's not down to them to change the way I feel. It's me. I'm quite capable of standing on my own 2 feet. I know I am. I did it for years, like I don't know, what, 18 years or so. I think because I'd been in a relationship for like 6 and a bit years, on and off. Oh, some geese. Where you come from? Sorry, distracted. I think because I've been so used to being in a relationship so long, or just having that person there, being on your own again, it's a scary thing. Basically, this is about me being single, and if you're single and feeling sad, then hopefully you can kind of relate. But also mental health. Make sure you're talking, make sure you're not shutting yourself away from the world. There are way more people out there than you realise struggling with mental health. You're not the only one, you're not alone. There are crisis lines you can ring. I will put them all just here. There are so many different charities, Samaritans, Mind. Don't shut down from everything. There are people there who can help you. I hope you, I don't really want to say enjoyed, because it wasn't really an enjoyable vlog. It's been quite deep, but I hope it gives you an insight into why I've been feeling like the way I've been feeling recently, and also ways that you can try to stop feeling in a wallowing hole of no hope. I guess it's also to help myself, so I can look back at this video and be like, okay, I can do this, that, the other when I'm feeling like rubbish. Hit the like button if you'd like to see some more videos. You've probably already heard from my vlog, I haven't got any more travel vlogs planned yet because I haven't got any holidays planned. I need a travel buddy. But I'm hoping to go maybe on some days out, even if I do end up going alone, which is really quite sad, but sometimes your own company is the best company. They do say that. Just keep an eye out, there will be more videos, I'm sure. There'll definitely be more urbex, no doubt. And I will speak to you soon.